And welcome back to Down with the Get Down. This is DWG Podcast with your host Romel and your host
Derek. How you doing?
Hey y'all. Hey. So yeah, college fucks you up. Gives you PTSD. It makes you want more money than you deserve.
I dropped out. I don't know.
I mean, you did drop out. You did it at a good time too.
I did.
Honestly, no, you might have not done it good because Joe Biden is out here taking away loans and stuff.
I don't care.
Oh, I do.
Because
I need
But
it.
is he really?
He is
you're
really-
still paying for it.
Oh, we gotta introduce you. We gotta introduce you again. It's been a little second now. This is episode 8.
No, I don't count.
We just here. We just breathing. But hey, this is episode 8, and we brought back another special guest, Miss Viral herself. Miss got us probably the most views on our clip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We bringing back my girlfriend, my lovely girlfriend, Haven. She's back. How you feeling?
I feel great. How do you feel?
Hey, we sipping again on this one. So that's the last time she was here. We were sipping.
Yeah.
And then now she's
Sipping
back and
on
we
that
sipping again.
scissor.
Sipping on that scissor.
It's gonna be real funny if this isn't the 8th episode.
It's the 9th. Wait.
I thought it was the 7th. I thought it was.
I know. I think we're about the 7 is the one that's about to come out.
I don't know. I just want to purposely put this not as the 8th one.
Yeah, we're just gonna say this is an episode.
I
Welcome
guess.
back to the next installment. I heard
heard
that.
Sorry.
Your inside's okay.
Yeah, just, gargle. It's all right.
That's crazy. But shit, how you living, my boy?
I'm good. I'm tired though.
Tired?
Yeah.
Why are you tired? You're 24. You don't get tired. You're young.
What?
They know how old folks always want to tell us that that you don't. No, you got. No, how old are you? Just 20. Oh, you a baby. You a baby. You don't get tired.
Everybody gets tired. That's what I say to them.
They'd be like, no, I didn't. But they were on cocaine and other things back in the day.
Well,
So,
yeah, they were fighting dinosaurs and shit.
you ever had your grandparents, like your parents and your grandparents, be like, when I was your age, I walked from my house all the way to school, and I walked miles, and I was like,
Yeah. Well, also when you were my age, you were with Moses, so I don't care.
how did you make? First of all, how did you make it on time? If we gonna just hypothetically speak, school started at 7. The fuck time did you wake up? What time did you wake up
5
to
a.m.
wake these miles?
You have
Walk
to
these
wake up
miles
early.
We were waking up at 3.
I mean, if you gotta walk, you gotta walk. I mean, some people, they took the bus. I mean,
Well,
I think
it also depends on how close the school is. Like for my grandparents, their school was pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
But then my grandmother was my grandpa, he just came and picked her up and was like, I'm just gonna take you to school. So he was out of school, so he can drive. So it was perfect for her.
And boy said, "Look, I got you, baby girl. You ain't gotta walk no
That's
more for
exactly what it was. And now it's like you can drive yourself.
me." Nah, for real. He'd be like, "Oh, I gotta walk. That's crazy."
I mean, I walked from the high school to my house.
See,
like
you're
2 times.
tripping. I remember that day. I remember when you told me you did that shit.
I've done it twice.
You know how far her Germantown is from our house? Like
Yes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Who's finna walk that?
For 15 minutes?
No, not for just.
It's
that.
not 15
15 minutes by
It-
car.
Oh, by car.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes 15 minutes by car. That's probably like what, 2 hours by foot?
No, I believe it was 2 hours.
Was it less than that?
Probably.
It
Yeah.
seems like it would be less because if
Yeah,
it's
I was like,
15 minutes
yeah.
by car, then it would definitely be less.
I ain't gonna lie. We used to mob through the neighborhood by ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
we
Well,
just-
also to be fair, I didn't have my backpack, so it wasn't like I had like a whole bunch of weight or anything.
oh yeah, you
Because
young.
the time I had my backpack, I stopped at Hunter's house. His mom took me home. I got halfway there. I was like, I'm tired. It was hot too. I was like, hey, can I come over to your house? I didn't even ask. I just pulled up at his house.
We said pull it up. You walked up.
Well, yeah, I walked up at his house, and then I was like, hey, can I come inside? And then she made us food, and then she dropped me back home.
It's a good time.
That sounds perfect.
It's a good lady right there.
She is.
We support Hunter's mother.
Absolutely.
Well, shit. Let's get right into one of our number one topics. So recently, since we all on the same energy right now, we recently have seen the Dragon Ball superhero movie. Because me and you went. That was your second time seeing it. That was my first time seeing it. And then she got mad at me because I seen it without her. Didn't even know that she was a Dragon Ball Super fan. And then all of a sudden, we go see it. If y'all didn't catch National Cinema Day this past Saturday over Labor Day weekend, then y'all were tripping. It was $3. Great time.
It was great. Yeah.
Great time.
It was okay.
We can talk about your experience. but what are y'all like? What are y'all first takes? I'll give mine after y'all's. But like, what are y'all's like first initial reaction after seeing was it Dragon Ball Superhero? That's the name. That was the full name.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Sure. I just feel like it was a really good movie. I really did enjoy it, but and of course because I was hitting your arm the entire time. But I just feel like I needed more. I needed more. I wanted more out of the fighting because I remember telling you that I wanted Goku and them to come back and it'd be like just this all out like I'm gonna fuck you up like type shit. I mean, it still had that energy, but I just really wanted more. I mean, of course, it gave shine to certain characters, but I think it's just me. I just really wanted more to it. Like it was still really good though. That's why I gave it an 8.5 when you asked me.
It is the best Dragon Ball Z movie to me. But that's because most Dragon Ball Z movies are all based around fighting, very little story. This one was based around story and minimal fighting because the fighting was really only at the end. Like if you look at like the Broly movie, it's like the very beginning, oh, somebody came down and then they just fight the whole way through.
Oh yeah, it was just straight hands.
Yeah, and like most people like movies, like the Dragon Ball Z movies to really just be fighting and nothing else. But I like this story. Also, I'm a Gohan fan. So this whole movie was about Gohan and him becoming the strongest out of everybody. So that's why I really liked it.
We did say that this the form that he went into. Do you know the name like of the form that he?
It's called Gohan Beast.
That shit was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I wish they didn't take the design from somebody online and didn't give them any credit for it. But like, yeah, I mean, other than that, it was cool.
Yeah. Supposedly the design was somebody else.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you knew?
Yeah,
Yes.
it came out like years ago.
Damn. When I looked at it, I was like, this looks a little familiar.
Yeah, it came out years ago, and they were just like, oh yeah, I like that. Picasso.
Picasso.
And then they took it.
Yeah.
And so, they didn't give him any credit for it. But it was definitely, like, I know that there were parts of it that I didn't like only because it's just not super original, because they were using Cell and stuff like that and the androids. But it was still the best out of all of the Dragon Ball Z movies to me.
I thought it was pretty solid. It was I was like, I'm agreeing. I'm like a little 8.5, 9 out of 10 because I did think it was a great movie. I do get the point where like storytelling wise, now I think about it, like a lot of Dragon Ball movies in general would have like when it came to Goku and Vegeta, no story, straight hands. That I can remember. Like it'll be sometimes like just straight hands, but then when it comes to every hour's like side character, they would have stories. Like when they did the backstory with Trunks.
They did, Trunks, and then what's his name, Tapion.
Yeah, Tapion when he had the sword, and then that movie that was a good movie too.
The Tapion one?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
that was a solid movie.
I wish they did more with that though, because they kind of just like forgot about Tapion and like they kind of dropped the ball a little bit in that movie, but like most of it was good.
Toriyama drops the ball anyway when it comes to like remembering people.
Well, he barely knows his own show, so
Bro, I just saw a TikTok recently. Like, I feel like I always fucked with like the side characters in Dragon Ball. I've always fucked with like Krillin, Yamcha, Tien.
because they're human.
That and then the fact that I'm like they still like trying. that was always something that I was like they need this. Somebody brought up a point that basically Akira Toriyama forgot about Tien Shinhan, and like he had plenty of moments he could have been in that movie helping.
That is true. Well, he really forgot about Chaozu. Because I don't know where Chaozu is most of the time.
He blew up a couple times and he just said, you know what? He's unneeded.
They brought him back. He got PTSD. He can't come
Nah,
back.
for real. He probably got PTSD out of all of them. This is why Krillin is a cop. He's beating up black people. Krillin is racist.
Krillin became a cop because he knew he'd be the strongest.
You seen them short shorts? You do. He's here for demon time.
He's also really short, so I mean, I just imagine him having
a Napoleon
nothing but-
complex.
Yeah, and just imagine you try to drive away, and then he's just like, "Oh, fuck this car! I'm gonna start flying."
Imagine him just being that he was like, what's the TikTok sound has been going crazy. The my shoes better, my clothes fit better. So I was like, that's Krillin. He was like, my bitch look bad or so.
Yeah, no. But I do mess with Krillin a lot because he is probably out of like, because Gohan's my favorite. Then after Gohan, it's probably Vegeta, and then
Yeah.
She's infatuated with Vegeta.
she loves the Widow's Peak.
She loves the widow speak.
And then after that, it's definitely Krillin because Krillin is the realest one out there. He'll be like,
Krillin be thinking about
Krillin's
the
also-
most serious things.
Krillin is crazy.
Krillin looks over and be like during the movie. Spoiler alert! If you guys haven't seen the Dragon Ball Super movie, it's probably out of theaters by now. I don't know if it's still there now.
it's out probably.
It's out, yeah. So if y'all haven't seen it, you might want to cut this area and skip forward. But Krillin in the movie when he looked at it, I was like, he's the only person that actually thinks about surroundings.
Yeah.
Everybody else, like when Gohan went crazy, he was like, "Where is Pan?" He was like, he just didn't care about his house.
Took my daughter.
He just said, "Fuck the ground."
No, like I'm not like Krillin is low key insane because after that whole thing happened when they got away and like he told Pan to fly and everything, which by the way he did not protect her at all. He said,
He protected
he said,
Bulma.
"I'm a protector. Pan, you need to fly because I can't get over there." But no, like right after that, he's like, "They need my help." He just jumped out into the battlefield. There was just lasers going and everything.
He was like, "Yo!" I was like, "This man's losing it."
Like he was like, you know what? This job, yeah, it's my 9 to 5, but you know, this is my life right
This
here.
is my life. This is
Krillin
my
really-
passion, bitch.
Krillin really be wanting to run the hands with everybody.
He really just be low key. He was like, you know what? They're gonna feel it.
You can tell he had really his emotions were everywhere because he was so conflicted on what to do. But he was like, yeah, no, like it seemed like he was a scaredy cat. But then when you really know him, it's like, I think he's just waiting.
I think I like characters like that a little bit more. Like,
That are reserved.
no, I like characters that are scared of everything, but
You
they
know it's time to fuck
still,
it up.
yeah, even if they fail. Like
But you hate Zenitsu, and he's like that.
Zenitsu is not like that.
He's a little like that.
No, he's not.
We talking about the dude,
Because-
the yellow dude, the dude with the blonde hair from Demon Slayer. That's always like it's like crying,
Yeah,
but then when he closes his eyes,
Zenitsu-
He is a fucking beast when he does that.
Zenitsu is a bitch. But the reason I don't like him, like he doesn't fit into that description of what I'm talking about because he's not like that. He's asleep.
yeah, true.
That has absolutely nothing to do with him as a character. He just sleepwalk. That's it. But if you have like characters like Krillin or like Usopp, right? They be going up against people they can't fight. They're still gonna fight
Usopp's the black dude from One Piece
with the long nose.
with the long nose.
Okay, so these are the ones that I really need to catch up on then.
Yeah,
Okay.
One Piece is 1,000 episodes. So
that's over 1,000. But yeah, it's
Okay,
good.
that's just like my Korean shows.
Yeah. See,
she'll watch.
She's
One
better
Piece,
than
but
you.
she'll watch One Piece, but she won't watch Naruto.
Good.
Okay, look, I explained.
Don't
my-
even justify yourself. Good.
Okay.
No,
Derek
nah,
said I don't have to, so I'm not going
nah,
to.
Yeah.
nah. You choosing his side. I see it,
It's fine.
I
It's
see
okay.
it.
It's
Nah.
fine. You know?
and I told you I'll watch it with you too.
All right.
Look at her. She don't want greatness. It's fine.
Look,
She don't want great storytelling.
honestly, you can watch Naruto as a kid, watch part of Shippuden, because most of it's filler anyways. It's not worth watching.
Like the first original show, solid.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Solid.
Like,
Yeah, that's a
like
classic.
The original Naruto is better than Shippuden, so definitely watch that. And then
Shippuden
when
just
you-
has better fights. So you got to get Pat. You know how we just
well,
we
yeah,
just
they have
watched-
better choreography.
Yeah, we just watched Samurai Champloo. We just finished that.
I am so freaking mad with how it ended. I'm never going to get over it.
Have you shown her Gurren Lagann?
No,
You should. It's amazing.
it's amazing.
Okay, well, then that's something that we can definitely.
Y'all also need to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because that is my second favorite anime of all time.
I gotta watch that. I remember you told me that, but now, yeah, we got a list.
Because I be watching shows, not just my Korean K dramas. I really
You
do be
watching something
anime.
that looks interesting. She passed me. It's some Korean drama she was watching, Souls of Alchemy, and like
Alchemy of Souls.
Alchemy of Souls, and it's low key interesting. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, they be slicing and dicing. Like, it's like the old times. Because, like, my K-dramas now, they're more of the 21st century. But the ones that I really, really, truly get into are, like, the old eras. Even though some of them do have, like, sorcery and magical stuff in it. But majority of the time, when they get to going, oh my god, it's amazing. It's so amazing.
I actually like some of those Korean shows. The last one I watched was a zombie one, and it was like the dude got turned into a zombie, but he could like fight it, and he kept kind of going in and out of it. It was that one, and then this other one where they were in like a big ass hotel, or not hotel, like a big ass apartment complex, and there were monsters and stuff everywhere, and people were like transforming into different demons or whatever. And the dude, he couldn't die, so I don't know, it was weird. He couldn't die, but so they pretty much sent him out to go fight everything.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's this dude on there. I don't know what his name is, but I think he had, was it a hammer? It was the dude that was like a Yakuza member or something like that.
It was some type of weapon.
He had like a hammer. Look, he didn't have powers, but he was fucking people up.
He was fucking people up.
So
See, that's my problem. That's my problem with this one over here.
Oh.
I'm gonna call her out. Anytime she puts on her K dramas, it's always this lovey-dovey bullshit that takes like 20 episodes for them to actually kiss
That's
each
just
other.
what you see.
When she watches this intense shit that she know that I would probably like I want to see the slice and dicey. I want to
I'm
see.
at episode 10. I've already caught you up.
These
we
episodes
can get
are
into it.
hours long, and
'Cause
she's on episode
those are
10.
the ones
It's
that
10
are
hours
really
of my
good.
life.
Those are the ones that are really, really good. Like my K-dramas that you see that have the lovey-dovey and all of that. No, those are about 30 minutes. The ones that I really, really and truly are invested in are the ones that are like hour to hour and 40 minutes. Those right there, oh man, you can't get up. You cannot get up from your seat.
She sits there and watches this intense shit, and then be like, "Oh my gosh, what the fuck?" And I'd be like, "What's happening?" She's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." I'm like, "What episode are you on?" She was like, "I'm on episode 10 and episode 12." I'm like, "Oh, how long is the episode?" An hour.
well,
You didn't even tell me nothing.
to be fair,
But when I want to watch something, she'd be like,
it.
"Oh, let's watch this," and it'd be some lovey-dovey, sweetheart stuff. I'll be like, "This is all you watch?"
But to be fair, I mean that's like anime though, because you
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 can
try to
watch-
show somebody like an anime like somewhere in the middle, and they're just like
The fuck is
lovey
happening?
dovey shit. Yeah, but I mean that's when you just go watch it on your own. Pretty
Anime
much.
be making porn sounds. You be sitting there in the middle watching it. All of a sudden, you come in on the part and you
That
just see
food anime that we were
we watch
watching.
Food Wars, and the first
I
episode.
still watch that one.
You still watch it?
Yes, it's amazing.
I finished it. It's good. I like it a lot.
I feel like you would be into like cutesy anime for some reason. I don't know what it is,
No.
but I feel like you would. I'm talking about you would like that, like Baki. Like we watch Baki. Like we like hands. We like shit that like that's destruction.
I like
stuff
the.
like that.
I do like gruesome stuff.
But
I
can
get
see-
that from my mom.
That's why I told you to fucking watch Attack on Titan, and you still ain't watched it.
That I can watch it. I can, but
It's a lot.
it's just the creatures that just freak me out. Like it bothers the shit out of me. Like I will
The
watch
way they
it.
run.
It does. Like I came in on an
It's
episode he was
scary.
watching and it scared
No.
the fuck out of. It scared me.
Is anytime somebody talks about Attack on Titan and they start talking about the Titans, I
Yeah.
automatically think of the special ones. Because the special, well, yeah, but the special ones they run differently than all the other ones.
Somebody abnormal.
Yeah, the abnormal
Yeah.
one. But I always think of the one that was doing this when he was
He was running like this.
that one, and the one from the first season that he was gonna kill all the people. And he was like running from side to side. And yeah,
It's like they run and then their arms don't move. They just kind of flail. They just,
I'm not gonna lie. Like Attack on Titan is really up there only because of that. That's the only reason I really like it a lot. But I mean, if you get past like the Titans is an important aspect in the first season and the second season. But after that, it really starts getting more into
politics.
politics and things like that. Then the Titans become like a secondary thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like they happen to be
Like I
here.
can watch it. I just for me, I just have to get over the creepy ass faces. Like I,
Oh, you
I
get
think I'll
over
be
it.
fine.
Honestly,
The first
no,
season,
I'm gonna
you
tell
get
you
over
this.
it.
I'm gonna tell you this. Show her the first episode of season 4, and she gonna get into it.
You talking about
When Aaron was in the other island,
Ooh.
Show her that, she gonna get into it more.
Ooh. Yeah.
But yeah, I do like a lot of gruesome stuff.
I think you would also probably like the like I watched a whole bunch of different types of animes, and I didn't think I was gonna get into the like romantic comedy ones, but they're
Those are
actually
good,
really
too.
funny. Yeah. There's a good amount of them that are on there. Because I was crippled for a while, so that when I had to get my leg surgery, that's really
Oh,
what
yeah.
when Netflix was really good with like the anime
That's
stuff
when
on there.
you give me all the recommendations. You like, you need to watch this. You need to watch this. That's when y'all were telling me to watch what Angel Beats, and that shit made me depressed for like a week because I was but
It's funny though, because on his Netflix, it's not like regular like American stuff. Like you literally have to search that stuff now. All you see on there is anime, my K dramas, and like whatever other type of shows that I'll watch. You
That's
don't see
pretty much mine.
anything else.
they'd be like, this is the number
It's more
one.
interesting. It's
Also,
really more interesting.
For some reason, there are a whole bunch of weird Korean shows that have to do with paranormal stuff,
Yeah,
and
there's
somehow
a
I end
lot
up
of
watching
them.
all of them.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot.
Actually,
of those.
scratch that. The one I told you that was the last one I saw. The last one I actually saw was, they had to play this game, and if you failed, like a laser came out of the sky and like went through your head.
Jesus.
Yeah, like you, it's actually pretty cool. But it's like these four dudes in the beginning. They're chilling. They did something. They ran into the bathroom, and then when they came out of the bathroom, everybody was gone. They were like in the middle of like the city, and like everybody was gone or whatever. And they had to go through a series of, had to go through a series of games, and if you failed, like at the end, depending on what kind of game it was, because it was ran by like playing cards.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of game it was, depended on who lived and who died. So if it was like a hearts, that means like somebody's gonna get their heart broken, essentially, right? So like if we were all in that game, only one of us could survive. And if we're in any of the other ones, no anybody, we could all live, or one of us could live, or however. But yeah, it was like a big ass laser that just came out of the sky, went through your head.
Damn.
Yeah, there's no avoiding it either.
Seems like something that I would watch.
Yeah, and you couldn't stop playing it. You winning gave you like a few days where you didn't have to play. But if your time ran out, then you had to play a game or you had to die. That was it. It was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
No, that sounds good. That sounds good. That's what I hate about like people that like they strictly don't want to get into it. Like don't want to get into like K dramas or try to get into anime or anything like that. It always sucks for when you're trying to explain that, because I always hate when I'm talking to like some of my friends or some of my brothers or whatever, and they're like, I don't watch that weird shit. You don't even the stuff that you watch right now, you could translate that and put it inside anime because it's already been done. If you want to watch, if you into sports,
Not
they got
cultured.
yeah.
Well, the thing too is like, honestly, the thing that like the people that are unwilling to watch all that stuff, the majority of the stuff that you watch is boring as fuck.
Nah, for real.
And that's exactly why I switched what I watch. Because I used to only watch reality stuff,
You're reformed.
all that. I used to watch all of that.
You're reformed now. You
But
the
back
thing-
then, though, I did watch some animes because with my stepdad. But then when I ended up moving and going into high school, you start changing, and then you get friends. They're like, oh, well, let me put you on this. Like, watch this stuff with me, and you get into the gossip type of shows. That's what was cool. But deep down, that stuff was not interesting to me. Like, I didn't really care. Unless there was a fight scene, I'd watch it. But other than that, I didn't really care about what was going on. So that's why I switched everything.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen different reality TV shows, but I mean, all of them are fake. So
They're the same.
it's not like it's anything different. You get the majority of the same people, the same type of people over and over again. The only reason why people watch it is because they like drama. And it's boring at a certain point.
Yeah.
You have animes that show you multiple different types of things from a different genre. Because people, when they're like, oh, I watch anime, they only think of Dragon Ball Z because that's the most popular. But they don't know that like there's a different genre for literally everything.
Yeah, if you want reality drama, you can find something like that. If you want, oh, I want to watch a cop show. I want to watch something like NCIS. You can find something like that. You want, oh, I want somebody cheating on their husband or
Oh, there's definitely a show for that.
it's a show for that on both
They be
ends.
poisoning motherfuckers. It's crazy. It's great though.
But then not even with just animes, like you said with K dramas, like you open up your horizon to watching international shows, and then because what's only put out there is like specific stuff, like Dragon Ball Z's put out for anime, Naruto's put out for anime, and then One Piece put out for anime. But and with K dramas, you hear Squid Game. You won't hear much else. It'll just be Squid Game. And then you're like, oh, okay, cool. It's that Squid Game stuff.
Yeah, well, also because a lot of people assume that none of it's in English, and
Which
that,
is not true at all. There are tons
our
of
K-drama
animes
advocate.
and K dramas that
Yeah.
are in English and they do not sound crazy because most of them can speak English very well. So, hey, don't knock it till you try it.
yeah.
Jokes on you
Also-
boring niggas.
True.
They don't-
They also have really good movies, like the one where they were on the train with the zombies. That is amazing.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one.
It's amazing. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but the strong dude, bro. No, that was a good ass movie. That shit made me sad.
See, now I'm realizing that I'm one of the boring niggas that I was talking Because anytime they be like, what they say, they were like, so what's your favorite anime? And then they say, if you say anything, like you say Dragon Ball Z,
If you have the big three, you're boring.
if you have any of the big three, you're boring. I'm just like, what if you started off with the big three and that's just what you interested in?
I think that that's because there's so many like new anime people now because like anime is like cool to watch. So like the mainstream ones are the big three and Dragon Ball Z. So
Yeah.
People talk about stuff like that a lot. But I'm just like I mean mine is One Piece, but I started like in the beginning and I'm here now. Like I have more commitment to that than
Now that I
anything
think about
else.
it, I feel like I don't even know if Dragon Ball Z was my first one.
Dragon Ball Z was my first one.
That's typically what most people end up seeing is that one because everybody, it's all like every old school. I feel like black people when it comes to old school black dudes that watch anime, they all Dragon Ball Z. Like your stepdad is not old, but he fits into that category of
Well, I feel like with him, the way I got introduced to Dragon Ball Z was because we still are a household of gamers. Didn't matter what game we were playing, if it was on the computer or that, we were gamers. And he introduced me to that.
yeah.
So before I even got to watching the show, because he was like, "You're not ready for it yet," and then but I was like 5 when he showed me the game. So
Yeah.
I was playing because when you're 5, you're not gonna sit there and watch TV 24/7. You might, but you're actually not. So he was like, "Let me just give you this controller, and you learn everything through there," which I did. And then once I got a little bit older, he was like, "Okay, now you're ready to watch the show," and we just watched it. And after that, there was other things that we watched. I just from that time I can't remember what they were, but I'm pretty sure they were good. But
From a generational standpoint, like when I was saying about like particularly like black people watching Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z screams masculinity. It screams big muscles, a lot of screams, a lot of key blast, and just straight energy. You're like, yo, this is my shit. Versus trying to watch something that may be a little bit more softcore. Like a little bit more like, hey, let's watch give me something that you fuck with that's like that'll be considered like completely opposite from Dragon Ball Z.
Psychopaths.
Yeah, Psychopaths. Watching something like that, it's like this that slow shit. So
Yeah, because I mean it's a psychological like
yeah,
thriller type of thing. But I mean, yeah, I mean like my first, like technically my first was Dragon Ball Z, but I never actually watched it. Like my cousin, because Dragon Ball Z came out before
Yeah, it came
we were
out,
all
yeah.
born. But my cousin, when he would watch me, he would put that on. But I didn't know what it was. I just saw colors, basically. The first anime that I actually remember watching was One Piece, and that's what got me into watching it.
yeah. That was Naruto for me. The one I actually did try to catch up on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. When it popped up on Toonami when they had that commercial,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, these niggas on trees.
Also, if anybody wants to talk about me and One Piece, I watched it when it was on 4Kids.
Ooh.
So
Four
Ooh.
kids.
I watched it when it was first on 4Kids, and then I got onto Toonami and all that stuff.
Ooh, you brought it back to 4Kids? Jesus.
Bro, One Piece on 4Kids was atrocious. I'm not.
I remember the intro. The intro was ass. I was like, what is happening?
The rap one.
No, the Yayo, that was my shit.
Oh,
Yayo,
which one are you talking about?
Yayo.
You know the thing that's funny. People don't like that.
They don't like that.
No.
I didn't like the original intro for Naruto. Like when
Which one is
the
that?
one that's on Netflix, the one that's like it's like slow. It's like something like somebody on the guitar.
Yeah.
But then remember the one back in the day, it was like do you remember the first original intro?
No, I don't. I only remember a few, and the ones that I remember are the ones that I really like. But the furthest one that I can remember is I think the one that they use for the retrieval arc for Sasuke.
Oh, you talking about the ding 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 ding?
Yeah,
ding,
that's like my
ding,
favorite
ding.
one.
Yeah, that shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
That's like my favorite one. Yeah.
That shit was hard. But shit, I got a question for y'all though. Like, so do you feel like it's a trend that's gonna stay, that's gonna last a little bit longer within like how anime is so and K dramas are getting so popular nowadays for people, or you think that's like it's gonna just be a fad?
No, I mean I feel like it's gonna stay because like people aren't bullied anymore. Like people would get bullied for watching stuff like that back in the day. And now that, we're not doing that anymore, people are more accepting of watching it. Because there are a lot of people that just didn't want to watch it because they didn't want to get bullied for it. And now they're actually getting into it and watching it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's like also the majority of people that you see that are successful watch anime. And then that makes other people want to watch anime.
You're like, oh, Meg Thee Stallion watches anime?
Yeah,
And they're
like,
oh.
yeah, like they're just like, oh, she watches it, so maybe I should. Somebody was like, Chris Brown, he loves Dragon Ball Z.
He has
Like,
a tattoo on his leg.
he has, I think, multiple, but
Yeah.
he, people like that, like all these people, like Billie Eilish, she watches JoJo's. So all of these famous people that people look up to for whatever reason watch anime.
Fine,
That gets other people into watching it.
Is it Jason Momoa? Isn't he's a big anime nerd too? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jason Momoa, Michael B. Jordan, even though it doesn't say Naruto right.
Naruto.
Yeah, like Ryan Reynolds, all these people, all they like anime.
But everybody was closet people at one point. Well, like I know.
Well, they're not even closeted
no,
people.
I'm talking about back in like when we were in school. The people that say that they like it now are like people that weren't sitting here like how some of the community likes to gatekeep now because they're like you weren't bullied for this. You weren't.
But the thing is, I was never bullied for it. But that's because I'd fight you.
That's true.
Like you're not gonna bully me for something that I like.
That's true. I just chose not to be weird. I think that was the biggest thing. If you got bullied, you probably were a little weird.
That sometimes too, but you could see like there's like a little bit of a shift as time went on. Because in elementary school, you're a weirdo because you like it, and it's a normal thing to like play around and pretend or stuff like that. Middle school, it's a little bit more acceptable. But when you start going into high school, you kind of got to get out of like that middle school, elementary school way of thinking. And those were the people that were doing the Naruto runs. They didn't grow up yet. They were still thinking like, I can pretend to be whatever I want type of thing. And like, it didn't make it any better that we had anime club at our school. Cause
it started out so well. It's still going.
It is?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I told you that my youngest brother, well, not my youngest, Jaden, he's in 9th grade now. And he told me that they had anime club at the school. And I was like, oh, damn.
That's cool.
I said, "Are they still weird?" I said, "Don't be on that weird stuff."
He goes to Germantown. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I told you.
Oh, yeah.
I just realized there's stuff in the bottom of my drink. You see it?
It's crack.
Get you wired.
Like while y'all were talking, I was like, something doesn't seem right. So let me just study my cup. So I've been sitting here studying my cup, and then I seen all of it. Kind of hurt. But go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he goes. Yeah, he goes. He's a freshman there now.
Yeah, no. Well, it. I guess coming from because I was a part of like the founding people for it at Germantown, and I was in it for like every year I was there. So like progressively, people just started getting weirder and weirder. I mean, our first time when we were in it, because you were in it the first year, they were still weird, but they were a
It
little
was
less
it was
weird.
tolerable.
Yeah,
It was tolerable weird.
But like senior year, I didn't like people calling me senpai and running up to me when I'm in
fine.
the hallway.
It's fine.
No, because like that's a way you get hit. Like you can separate being in the club from being outside. Also, I'm chilling. I'm just walking down the hall, and you're Naruto running up to me, calling me senpai and all this
Hello,
other stuff.
senpai.
I'm gonna
I'm
kick you
sorry,
in the
I would
face.
bust out fucking laughing.
I would kick
It
you.
was
in
the
face.
weirdest thing. Like I was gonna ask you, have you dealt with any like weird? Because you were into stuff, but were you more of the like I outwardly like this stuff, or is it more of like you have to have a couple conversations with me and then I let you know that hey, I like this.
It really just depended because I was, even in elementary school, I was always busy. I was always in a bunch of clubs. I was always doing something. So when you see me, it really looked like that I wasn't human. Like it was like she doesn't like anything. She doesn't do anything. But deep down, when somebody actually got to know me, is when like you just found out like so much stuff.
Like oh, she likes.
So it really just depended. Like if you asked me a question, like a deep question, like just like, oh, do you watch this? And I'm gonna say, maybe. That's pretty much it. I'm not gonna give you like an actual detailed answer. But if you detailed that question, yeah, I'll tell you everything.
You just
Characters
you
and
just
all.
gotta ask the right question. I get you. See, you already seem like you already had the game figured out early versus like
Yeah, and
saying,
I shocked you when we got together.
oh yeah, like we literally. I was playing. What was I doing? Playing Kingdom Hearts. Or some
Yeah, you were
shit.
playing Kingdom Hearts.
And she was like, "What's this?" She got into it, and she was like, "Did you get to the end? I need to see the ending."
Yep, I made him wait. No, he actually said that he was going to wait because I think I had like work or something. He was going to wait, and so we were together to play the ending, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, he does that a lot. That makes me mad
Did I wait to see the ending?
because I'm trying to talk to you about it and I can't tell you.
Oh yeah,
When-
it's her fault.
Because what was that? I think it was Final Fantasy
Final
7.
Fantasy 7.
And I was like,
Beautiful ending.
amazing. And I was trying to talk to you about it, and you're like, I haven't got to it yet. I'm waiting. I'm like, God damn it.
I'm so glad I finished that game. Jesus, that was a good game. I miss it already.
I'm just waiting for them to bring out the next part.
They are supposed to be bringing out a part 2 for that, so you'll
I
get
think
some
it's
more
next year.
gameplay.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like you being more, you got to ask the right questions and stuff like that.
I was very open with mine.
Yeah, I was the same way. I was very open. I think I found the balance of being chill because I never really got bullied about it, about liking the stuff. But I was always friends with the people who did, and I would always be trying to wonder what's happening. And I realized it's because you generally do have weird tendencies.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
you gen- like-
I think the other thing too with like not getting bullied also is like the people that would bully other people. I've known them since elementary school,
Yeah,
so I'm just like I knew you when you were at your weirdest, anyways. So like don't talk about anything that I get, but because like
I know you at your weirdest.
yeah,
That's a statement.
I know you when you were at your weirdest. Like you can't switch up on me. I know dirt about you already, But it's also like we were with a lot of like the popular kids. I don't think I was popular. I just I knew a lot of the popular people and they knew me because of going through,
Yeah, we never had that moment of
But
like
then y'all were also in sports too.
that is true. We didn't
So you
get
gotta
into, we
look
didn't
at
get
it
into
like
I
sports
didn't get
till
into
later.
sports. Yeah, I didn't get into sports in my senior year, but
Yeah.
I mean, that still didn't really change too much though.
Yeah,
I
well,
feel.
it was just our personalities in general. It's like
I was with the band kids
you said
first.
you with the band kids.
and with my other, like, I was in like, checkers and debate, like I was in all that stuff.
So you were part. Of
I was
cool,
behind
yeah,
the
cool.
scenes. Like I tried, because I was bullied in high school. So when and even in middle school, when you're bullied, you're not going to want to talk about anything. Like, you're not going to want anybody to know anything that you do. Like, you're just going to keep your head down and you do what you do. I'm not saying I was completely quiet, but stuff that interests me, especially stuff like this, you just would never know. Because I kept my head down and I tried to basically rush the day so the day would be over. I would go to practice, go to work, then go home.
It wouldn't help you in that point either if you were getting bullied. And then at the same time, if you're like, oh, I like anime, now the weird niggas are coming to you. Like, because you're attractive, of course. And then you being in high school, and then if you were attractive then, if you like they're attractive then, it doesn't help when an attractive woman says, I like nerdy shit.
That is true. Yeah. When attractive people are like, yeah, I like anime and all that stuff. And then all these people just start getting like, oh, she likes the weird things I'm into. Cool.
I got a chance.
All the neck beards, they ready.
Yeah. Just so y'all know, that don't mean y'all got a chance. But but you know, it is
Chance
definitely
a
one
really
of those
good
things.
friendship.
Yeah, you got a chance in the friend zone for sure. But other than that, no. Send your ass straight to the gulag. Yeah.
So honestly, at this point, was the bullying necessary? Sounds like
Absolutely.
It sounds like the bullying might have been not in your situation. That's a different story.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hot
take. I think people need to bring bullying back because people nowadays are a little too weird, like super weird, and it's just because they didn't get bullied enough.
If you getting bullied out of jealousy. That's weird. that's weirdo energy. Like somebody.
Oh,
If you're getting bullied because you're being weird, like that's okay, a little bit. Just don't like overdo
Well, now,
it.
so now we got a preference. Like bullying now, bullying back then when we were in school, in like high school or whatever, was like okay. Now, was it really okay? No, it definitely was okay. We're not saying that bullying is good.
No, bullying is fine.
But the bullying now is to a whole nother extreme, like to the point where people are stabbing each other, people are beating each other to where it's point like you're dead. Like those are like this generation now.
That's because you got parents that were bullied that tell you not to deal with certain things.
Yeah, but that also comes from lack of bullying because if you were bullied, then you would have never got to that point.
Yeah,
if you constantly stop people from bullying people, and then when it happens, you have all these people that don't know how to like regulate their shit, and now they're just like, oh, so you want to bully me? All right, cool. I'm gonna bring my friend Mr. Glock to school and air this shit out. No, I mean you gotta. But it also just definitely comes from like parenting and stuff like that. Like,
not all saying that we need bullying back.
Oh yeah,
I mean there's a level.
I'm gonna put on a
t-shirt
to
it. I say the levels to bullying.
I'm watching you. I see things.
You're funny. And I'll continue to do it. I'll give a damn.
Nah, I don't really think you should bully people, but we should definitely not make things like they want to make more things like acceptable or like normalize things.
Yeah.
More, and you shouldn't normalize a whole bunch of weird things because as you continue to do it, it just like continues to go out of whack, you know.
Okay, I understand that. Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah, like if you sitting here like being prejudiced or discriminatory or racist towards a person, then that's a whole other situation.
Well, yeah, but that's not really what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about the opposite end of bullying. Not not like
good
that. Bullying versus bad bullying.
Yeah, like if you're like, yeah, pretty much. You know, like it's one of those things where
that's
it's
the
just
name
like
of the episode.
I don't
good bullying, bad bullying.
That's the name of the episode.
She condones
good bullying versus bad bullying.
But I will say, if you were getting bullied, stand the fuck up. Not the crazy way and kill these people. No. But
when people hear stand up now, they think, "Oh, I'm finna shoot him."
No, like seriously,
look, definitely,
like, that's a thing.
I will say this: if you're getting bullied physically, right? Because like if people just talk about you, just don't worry about it. Because I mean, as long as they're not touching you, it really doesn't matter. Yeah. But if people are putting their hands on you, just learn how to fight.
If you have,
and they'll never, even if you lose, they won't mess with you anymore. But also, have friends with you that are there if you're gonna fight, just in case you get jumped.
Just in case you get jumped. Yeah, you gotta have your homies.
Because nowadays everybody wants to jump everybody.
Yeah.
So.
We said our contingency plan. We said if anybody were to back in high school, we said if anybody out of the crew
these niggas had a plan.
We had a plan.
Yeah.
We said if anybody were to get jumped.
Most of my stuff was y'all were never around. But yes, if you if anybody was to get jumped, I'm jumping in immediately.
Oh, it was either like if you were to get jumped and we didn't hear about it, we're finding that. We're finding
Absolutely.
those people.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kick their
Hit
ass.
list.
No, yeah. We had a hit list if that was the case.
Yeah.
But luckily nothing ever like the stuff that did happen, majority of the time might have been one-on-ones with somebody. Or it was some shit that we just never talked about. It was like it was never that deep.
I'm not gonna lie, I do wish I got more fights in high school. I only got one. That was my freshman year. Middle school, I was a fucking
I
menace
was
to
glad I
society.
didn't get in a fight in high school because niggas' strength get different when you get older. When puberty started hitting, that if I would have been in 9th grade and somebody that was a junior was like, bro, come get this work. Nigga, you're 2 years
Well, see, the
above
people
my
that were
puberty.
bullying me in high school, like it obviously was like girls, of course, but I remember my best friend Shakira. She would always say, "I would never want to see you get so pissed off to where you get to fighting because you're quiet." And I actually was very quiet.
He wants to see that from me.
The quiet ones,
I do.
I'm not gonna lie, like those are the ones that you really do have to watch out for. I'm good. And so for me, all I got was a lot of talking about and rumors being spread and all this other stuff, but they never once actually stepped to me. They never did it. And on the inside, I want you to, because even if you're bigger than me, I'm looking at every goddamn thing in that room to see if I can't get you with my own strength. But then at that time, I was on a cheerleading team, so my strength started getting a lot more, and especially my legs. Let me slap my thighs and I get my position. You're going down. And I really wanted that to happen so
That's
bad.
another reason why I was in shape in high school, all throughout high school. Just in case.
I
niggas try-
stayed
try-
active. Staying active is the best thing for you. Because what you don't know is that your body is like literally adapting to everything and it's building on its own. So you have no idea. You probably think, no, I can't take that person. But in all reality, if you get pushed just enough, you probably fuck that person up.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted.
Adrenaline.
Destruction.
Bro. Be ready.
I got fat once I stopped fighting people. That's
I did start gaining like a little bit of weight once I saw.
I was like, you know what? I'm
I
gonna
need
be,
to fight some more people.
Pretty much.
I was like, I'm a nice person now. I don't gotta do all that stuff. But definitely the quiet thing, like when I used to work at Lakeside, yeah, that's people are like, yeah, I don't want to fight you. You're too quiet. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm really just chilling. Like I don't really want to fight
because
you.
they think that you're not going to do anything. I don't know why
Now,
people think that with quiet people.
Yeah. Also, but at Lakeside, they're just like, if you're quiet, I'm pretty sure you're gonna try to kill me.
Oh yeah.
You
Like
know?
I had a global perspective class, and like there were some girls in there. We had issues. I don't talk out loud. I'm not finna do that. Like we're cool now, in a way. Like you're so she's like, I'll see you when I see you, but I don't do that talking out loud stuff. I don't do that. Like for one, why are you loud? Shut up. Why are you loud? Like we're in class. Like I was that type. Like shut up. I'm trying to hear. But while you're over there doing all of that, that means you're letting your guard down all the way. And two, you're not thinking of plans of if this bitch throws a fucking chair at me, how the fuck am I going to dodge and take something and attack her? You're not thinking basically of survival things. You're not thinking of anything. I was that kid. I'm going to think of everything. If I'm in the damn science lab and there are chemicals that I know for sure can blow some shit up.
You're crazy.
That was me.
That was happening. You were putting together a master plan to blow
Hell
the shit
yeah.
up. The school was going to lockdown
I'm going
for you.
to fuck you up, and it might be I actually fight you, or it might be other ways. Even like with my biological father and his ex-girlfriend, I couldn't physically fight her because I was like 13. But best believe every single household product that was in that bitch that she used, I fucked with everything.
She said, I'm gonna hit you with a car.
So hey,
But
If you listen to this ex-girlfriend, just know your life was in danger multiple times.
she was plotting on you.
She
all the
was
time.
plotting
She
on
was
you.
like Stewie.
She was like, I might not be able to hurt you physically with my own hands, but I hurt you physically with something else.
because then that would have really, if I did fight her, that obviously would have singled me out in front of my dad. And then I was a dad's girl, so I was like, I can't do that. But I'm gonna get you in the behind the scenes, bitch. I'm gonna do it. And that's exactly what I did.
You're like, I'm gonna pour some food coloring in your shampoo, bitch. You gonna
Oh, it wasn't food coloring, but I mean, it was something being poured in
acid.
there.
it was acid.
Because I saw a picture like
pour
years
Clorox in
later. that she had cut her hair because of the stuff she was using.
That's funny. You're a menace. I support it.
I'm better now. I don't, just know.
The world
Haven
is
thinks of things.
the world is seeing a crazy version right now. They're just like, oh,
Like, this bitch is weird. All right.
Now Romel got to worry. He's just like,
Got worried.
I'm not ever gonna have an argument with you anymore.
and she does my hair.
Oh yeah, like when he's messing with me, he'll like maybe like throw some water at me or whatever. I will find something that is not water and try to throw something at
I don't
him.
play games with women anymore in general. Like especially I stopped doing that shit. Like I used to be like, okay, let me joke around or prank or something like that.
It always escalates.
It escalates very quickly.
You'll
They'll be like,
hit them softly, and they'll try to hit you. They'll try to hurt you.
full force.
Yeah.
Full force. I'll be like, I'll look at her and she'll be like about to hit me, and I was like, just hit me. I'm thinking she gonna like a little love tap, just playing.
No,
with me.
I be
Nah, she
blocking
tries to
him.
fucking Detroit smash your arm.
No, I look at her and she'll bite, she'll grit her teeth or bite her lip a little bit, cock back and just like right in my shoulder. And like mind you, even if it is full force, I'm like I could take the hit.
Yeah.
It's not like it doesn't hurt. It still hurts. I'm like
And it's not even if it doesn't hurt, it's just the fact that you put all your force into it.
it's like yeah, it's
Why?
like it throws you off. Even if it doesn't leave a mark on me,
Yeah.
I'm looking like that was a lot of force that you just put behind it. Are you angry with me?
And then she's just laughing. She's like, "Oh no, this is fine."
And that's exactly what I do. Like I will laugh because he will look at me and be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
I be looking at bro. It'd be the funniest thing because I joke about let's play fight, and then she'll literally her thing is it's like a sumo. It's like a mini sumo wrestler. Like she'll instantly be like get her thighs ready and then get into this squat position. I'm like. She's gonna throw my ass. It's like something like that. I'd be looking. It'd be the cutest thing because I'm just like, wow.
Bro, no.
like, wow, this is funny.
The other day, right? So Allie and I were play fighting, right?
Yeah.
She kneed me in the head.
Damn.
We were
You just got up. You were like, I'm done. Almost got mad.
we were doing something, right? First of all,
Yeah.
she almost knocked all of my pop figures off of my desk. She
said, "Fuck that shit."
Because she was I forgot what I was doing, but like when you like hit him in the side, like kind of like tickle him and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She started kicking. She kicked my desk. All this stuff started falling down. But in the middle of her doing that, she kneed me in the side of the head. I was like, I'm done. It was like, let me grab my things. And she was like, well, I told you to. No, fuck you. Let me just grab my things. Put this up here. We're done.
I need 10 minutes. Leave me alone.
No, that's what I'm trying to avoid when I be playing with her. Because I was like, I know that the minute that you grab a little too hard is when they get soft. They be like, oh, you hurting me. You're hurting
Yes.
me. You're
Yes.
actively
I don't know
trying.
when
She-
to stop. I don't.
No, look, right. So
I like pain.
She was she was
You like
doing
inflicting pain.
yeah,
Not taking the
She was
pain.
doing this bear thing where she was just like pushing on me and shit. And then in the middle of we're play fine, right? She's doing this. I slightly just tap her face. Oh my god, you just rose your hand at me. Why did you slap me? I'm like, look, you're not gonna gaslight me right now.
No, okay. Since we're recording, I'm gonna be completely honest. Most of the time, when me and him are like getting into it, and I want him to think that I really am hurt, I will be like, you like, why did you do that? Like, why? Like, you hurt me. But I grew up in a household where we fought every single day. And then I've been in wrecks before too. So when I can take some pain. I can definitely take some pain. So if you don't, you are strong because I mean you are a male, whatever. But
Took her this time. We got it on air, guys. We
but-
got it on air.
but I can most definitely hold my own. Most definitely
but-
do.
oh, I mean,
Against
like
you.
she
Yeah,
can too. And I know, and obviously I know that I
We
I
wouldn't
didn't
have picked
actually
off. We
hurt.
didn't think you could.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I know I did not hurt her, but when you do that, right,
It's a trigger. and
It's
I'm
automatically right. I'm just like, bro, if you call the police on me, like,
I'm
I gotta
going to
go-
jail. I'm in jail.
good. Like, stop.
like, no, this is for real.
And then the thing that's
I'm
funny
scared.
is she'll be like, oh my gosh, you hurt me, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped. I was like, I don't care. I didn't actually hurt you, and then she gets mad that I'm just like, I didn't actually hurt you. She's like, how can you tell me you didn't hurt me? Because I know I didn't.
You
Quit lying.
I was,
to me.
I was like, I know what you've been through.
Right.
This is not hurting you.
I was like, my little tap on the face. She's like,
Then
"You
it
rush
makes it worse
me."
that I bruise very easily.
She
Like,
does
you
too.
could you could literally just poke me and I already have a bruise.
It only makes it scary because you know your own strength
Mm-hmm.
and you know that you're not even using like 10%.
Yeah.
You might be using like 5% of what you actually can do. Because I've had moments where like you like play fighting with a woman in general is always the funniest thing when you actually use your strength. When you actually be like, okay, time for me to get up, and then you would just move her like nothing.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, bro, I had saw it was a Reddit thread. He was like, this dude, he was like, it was like, you know when they do the Reddit threads and they'll just ask the questions and then people will put in like anonymously what happened. And it was about fighting, like him play fight with his girlfriend. He said that she always play fights me and I always fall into the category. And then, well, I guess I'll wrap it up with this one. Because we almost towards the end anyway for this episode. But yeah, so when we got, when he was play fighting with his girlfriend and he would always purposely like fall. He would always purposely like let her win. He'll give her like, oh, you got me.
I don't like that shit.
He was like, oh, so and so and so. He'll do that stuff. He'll make it seem like there's a real struggle because she'll be on top, do whatever he's doing. He'll be like, I can't move. Like, so and so and so. And he'll just play into it. So makes her feel good. So he thinks it's some harmless shit. Nothing's
Don't do
going
that
on.
shit with me.
I might need to have a talk, dude. But like, nah. So it was like, they're like, oh, this, that, and the third. So he make it seem like it's a real struggle. They fast forward, and then then one day he's like, I gotta go kick it with my friends, and he was running late, so he was about to go, and then she was like, it's my perfect time to fight with him. So she jumps, she lunges at him, they fight. He does the you got me, so and so and so, all this stuff, and like he's like struggling or whatever. Then he's like, I actually gotta go. She won't stop. He actually moves her. He just gets up like nothing's wrong. He was like, oh well, I guess I gotta win this one, so move her over, and then I'll go start getting ready because I gotta go. She feels some type of way. She gets up, because she's like dumbfounded.
Yeah.
And so she tries to get him again later, and then he does the thing, and so she catches on like, are you stronger than what you actually are? And then he was like looking at her like smiling like, duh, like what are you talking about? And he was like, oh, you actually thought that I wasn't that.
Yeah.
That's funny. He was like, you can admit that's actually funny, but she didn't take that funny. She took it very seriously.
No, that's not me. No, I do know that you're strong because you've been strong with me. Because when I say I don't know when to stop, I don't stop until like I at least have inflicted some type of pain or we have gotten to the ground by this point, which normally that does happen. But I know that I will definitely not take that away from you.
I know when she does. I know when it's time to stop. When she's like, "You're hurting me."
Yeah.
Like when I actually get serious and like you actually are hurting me.
She was like, because when you got that grip, that your hand, you don't realize that's the biggest thing right there. It's not. You ain't got to punch her. You ain't got to punch a woman. You ain't got to like shove her. It's when you're just grabbing just to move.
Yeah.
And you don't realize you are bony. And you're like, oh, my finger went a little too deep into your side.
Well, your fingers are bony, but yes.
His fingers are bony as shit and they fucking hurt and I just want to break them. Sorry.
That's why she's
sorry.
Yeah, nah.
Love you. So sorry.
But yeah, long story short, she left him.
What?
She left him?
She left him. She broke up with him.
Oh wow.
Because
she was weak.
She's like, I can't be with a man
That's
Stronger than me.
She's like,
have
it needs
to
to
be
either
that.
be equal or close enough. And that's the funniest thing. I've had people have realizations like that when I use I was like, oh, I just move them over, and they're just like, oh, so you looked at me and prejudged me for my size.
I'm not gonna lie. You are stronger than what you look like. Mm-hmm. Because I remember the time that we were wrestling, and I was like,
what the fuck?
I can't remember what you did. I was just like, oh, what are you doing? I was like, okay, let me try a little bit more.
That'd be the funniest, because I already know that when I'm dealing with a person who's bigger than me, I have to use more. I have to get like when like me, you, and Baron were wrestling. That's my cousin, by the way. R.I.P. to my cousin.
Right.
So we used to, when we were in high school, we had wrestled in front of my front yard, and we were like, yo, it's like we just playing around and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then mind you, my cousin, he gets into it when he starts fighting us or whatever. Like we just playing around. None of us are serious. Me and Derek never serious about this stuff. So we just genuinely like, all right, cool. This is like flip niggas. Like we just flipping niggas and doing Reddit stuff. I had to damn near choke my cousin out because he wouldn't, because he.
Nah, with him always have to be serious because
you had to get
because he was
serious.
also on the wrestling team at that point too.
So he wasn't going down without a fight.
No, but I think when we were wrestling, I fell.
Oh yeah, you had slipped, and was it with him or was it with me?
It was with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I slipped, and then you capitalized on me slipping. I was like, oh wait.
It's funny because when you had told me, it was like I instantly heard you. Oh wait, and I was like, oh yeah, we good. I was like, I stopped. With him, it was literally like, okay, choking him out, and I was like, he's had enough. I can see that. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't take it overboard. That's the same thing with you. I was like, okay, let me get him to a point where he can't because when I get my grip, that was my go-to. When I get a grip on somebody, it's hard for them to get out.
Yeah,
unless I lose.
with me and Baron, we were punching each other.
God, they were
Because I told him to stop, right? And he didn't. He wouldn't. And I'm just like, okay, I just got to out punch you now.
He tried to put me to sleep because
Me or you?
No, me. He
Oh,
tried to
yeah,
put
yeah,
me to
yeah.
sleep for sure because I had put him to the point where he almost went to sleep, and I was like, oh, let me not go too far. Let me let him go because I was like, I won. He gonna have to
I
take
put
this.
someone
L.
to sleep before.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got close. I've gotten close on a couple occasions when I fought people. I'll put my go to after like fighting you. If you want to take it to the ground, it's over because I'm gonna put you in the headlock and I'm not letting go. Like I'm in that hole, moving my body.
I hate your damn arms.
You're not getting out. It's
That's
a wrap.
exactly why I go for
I'm
my
a short
legs.
person with long arms. I'm gonna use them.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's what the moment you looked at him. You like, nigga, what the hell? I've never seen this nigga fight before.
No. Yeah, no. You definitely caught me off guard the one time, but after that, you never caught me off guard.
After that, nah, we didn't even wrestle after that. Honestly,
We did.
We did.
Mm-hmm. It was at your dad's place.
We did. Was it me, you, and Jacob?
I don't think Jacob was there. I think it was Jacob came later.
Oh, okay.
It was me, you. There's somebody else that was there.
Was it Barry?
I don't think so. I don't know.
And my dad's was the old house. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't remember.
I don't remember. I just remember that we wrestled, like right at that like one spot.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, you weren't taking me that time. You didn't take me off guard that time.
Probably did. You already knew. You knew the strategy at that point. You like, oh, he finna do that shit again.
Yeah, no.
No.
Plus, you were the only person because like I'm used to bigger people.
Yeah.
You're the only small person that I've ever like wrestled with that wasn't like a female or anything like that.
I'm a small person with big people
And-
energy.
No, I was like, fuck, you're going for my legs.
Yes, that's the one right there. Everybody, all tall people got foundation in their legs, and once I exploit it, it's over. And that's literally what I did. Anytime I wrestled anybody that was taller than me, I would exploit the legs.
Yeah, and you already know, like,
I go for the rib cage.
rib cage.
She just goes to straight body shots. And then her pow, pow.
Because then at that point, once I've hidden you enough, or even just have like locked you, because when I get down, I'm at your rib cage at this point. At that point, I'm going to do some damage. And then once I do that, and you hunch over, because like you're in pain, you're gonna hunch over. You're not gonna stay up the entire time.
You hit him with the
Then I
uppercut.
got you.
As soon as they hunch over, hit him in the temple. End it.
But it also just depends on the person. Depends on how I feel.
End the whole career.
I might just take your knees out. It
So
depends.
so now we know that you're a sociopath.
Thank you.
So what have we learned, guys? So today we've learned
We've learned that you're not safe.
you're not safe.
No, you're not
I'm
safe.
Not, oh, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Somebody come save me. But yeah, we learned bullying is useful. It creates monsters, aka Haven. Creates aggression.
Bullying creates stability.
Yes, bullying creates stability. Watching anime creates aggression. So anybody who watches anime is a fighter.
Yeah, K-pop is trash.
K-pop is trash, but K-dramas are even worse.
I'm about to put myself in danger.
You right, yeah, you right. I'm diagonal. She might throw some at me. She already said she's going for the body
like,
on
okay,
you.
so Broly's head is sharp. I can just
bro, no. She literally just mapped out her plan. Anybody who listens to this knows that you can't have sharp objects around her.
She
can't
does
have a chair
she does
around
the thing from Equalizer. You know how when he would like look at all this stuff.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
just like analyzing shit. She looks down. She's like,
I've already analyzed this entire room. Like the first day y'all filmed, I had already analyzed
she
everything.
was like, just in case y'all have a guest on here that's with that rah shit. Just know I'm in the corner. She's our security. We just had to know if y'all ever come record, we just gonna have her in the corner.
Yeah, she's just gonna stand in the corner, waiting.
What's up? With the nicest outfit on, just look like she's gonna go somewhere. I'm like, you do like just got my nails done. You need me to pop these off? What? Actually, I don't even need to pop them off. I got this drill over here. I'm like, why do you?
Why did you get the? Where'd you get the drill from?
Where'd you get this? Oh, I just got it from my dad's tool shed. Why do you just take things?
I think that's why he hid certain stuff from me. Now that I think about it.
On that note, we're learning some things. We're learning some things today, guys. But all in all, watch anime, watch K-dramas. We watch the goddamn.
Expand your horizon in the shows that you watch.
Yes.
Don't knock it till you try it.
We're not until you try it, just like this podcast. Share it with everybody. Put it down for all your friends, family, your coworkers, your weird uncles. I'm pretty sure they'll love it. But
I don't. All right.
We'll put it out there, y'all. We appreciate the viewership. We're constantly rising up in our viewer count and our subscriber count, which we appreciate. Keep coming back and then letting people know if there's any. Obviously, I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm gonna say it to I can't say it anymore. If you guys have anything you want us to talk about, you want us to get into, for sure, drop it down in the comment section on anything, YouTube, TikTok. If you listen to the audio version, just send it, DM it to us. You got our social medias, and also since we got you on here, why don't you go ahead and shout out your social medias, Haven? Anything you want the people to follow you on? You got any endeavors or anything going on for you?
Really, just Instagram and TikTok. If you just type in Haven Word, you will definitely find my pages because I make it known. So definitely,
for sure. And we'll put those in the descriptions for you guys to go follow her, check her out. Anything else you got? Anything else you working on that you want to promote?
Not really, just my hair page. But like I said, if you search my name, you'll see everything on there. I have everything in my link and my bios. So just fuck with your girl.
Fuck with the girl. Yeah, she's one of the black people. They got a jack of all trades. She can do everything. Goddamn.
No, really.
You need it, she got it. You need somebody to change your tire, she got it. I don't know about that one.
I got that one.
She got it. But shit, what about you, my boy? Anything going on?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, other than TikTok, obviously, it's gonna be in the description and all that stuff. Just follow me on TikTok. That's where we're gonna post most of the clips and all that stuff up. And other than that,
For sure. Hey guys, we appreciate you coming down to this next installment of the DWG Down with the Get Down podcast.
Yep. If you're down with the Get Down, go ahead and subscribe.
All right.